So the death of Helvetes, leader of corrupt alchemists, weakened the Iraq alchemist society so drastically that pushed them to desperate measure, ultimately causing them to attempt transmutation of Claimh Solas. We cannot discern how far they advance in their homunculus transmutation ability, but we confirm they are planning another Claimh Solas what? Did you not see what happened last time? Is there just a bunch of these guys running around? Hold on, my dog. We cannot discern how far they advance in their homunculus transmutation ability, but we confirm they were planning another Claimh Solas transmutation attempt soon. We need to discover the location of the experiment and prevent it from happening. We need Kai's help. While he's no longer a royal alchemist, I'm sure he will not stand idly by while the kingdom's in danger. Shall I send you to a Shadow mission to meet Kai? Yep. So these dudes are just gonna make another one and then get killed again. Be like, you need me. I made you. Without me, you're nothing. And then they just go whack. Anyways, well, as I'm assuming this is gonna be the same thing again. So, time for another fast forward. And we finally made it to Kai. Alright. I long suspected someone might attempt to transmute Claimh Solas, the great Nahada, known as the King of the Gods. What? I thought he was King of the Humans because they mentioned early on that he was the King of the Humans, and then he was injured, so they pulled him down into the bunker so he could heal up during the war. And then that's where they got ambushed from behind because they had found like a different way, the formers, to get in. And then Morgan was also protecting them. She turned to stone due to Psycho scheme. So now he's known as the King of the Gods. Wielded Claimh Solas as a weapon. It's a power too great for humans to dream of touching. During the first battle of Mag Toril, Nohada wielded Claimh Solas to defend humanity, losing his arms in the process. Oh. Losing his arm. Oh, I thought it was plural. But when the battle ended, no one remembered his sacrifice. In fact, the people mocked him as a cripple. What? Why? I mean, if the dude went out through all this hustle to defend humanity, I mean, there's no way that people mocked him for being a cripple. Like, I feel like, because there's always going to be people worshiping him because he did something great. I feel this is so unrealistic, but then again, it's a fictional story. Or is it non-fictional story? It's one of the two. And chasing him out of power. Oh wait, is it the gods that did it to him? Then he made his arm all magic. He made a magic arm. Then the formers attack and the second battle of Mag Toril began. Again, the humans were terrified. They cried for Nahada's aid, and again Nahada rushed to us. He returned with Argan Limb, an artificial arm. I feel like I heard that name before. What game was it? I feel like it was another game. And defended those who had forsaken them. Humanity is indeed faithless, for again we betrayed Nahada. He, the great god who defended us twice, died at the hands of Crum Krush while we did nothing. Yep, humanity is a piece of garbage. It reminds me of, what is it, Fate? Where Shiro is constantly being summoned as a detergent force or a counter force for to balance humanity when they're doing something fucking stupid again, and it's like has the chance to erase all of humanity, so they summon him. But he's constantly seeing the bad of humanity. Every single time he's being summoned, he's like, God damn it, again? What are you guys doing this time? Again and again. And afterwards, he gets betrayed constantly over and over and over. At that point, he's just jaded. He's like, fuck it. So I wonder, is that how Nahada feels right now? At this point, he's just jaded against humanity. He's like, humanity's terrible. I'm with Sidequest. I 100% on Sidequest's side on this. I intend to prevent the transmutation of Claimh Solas, so that Nahada's death will not have been in vain. I discovered where the corrupt alchemists are performing their experiment. Wrath Royal Castle underground waterway. It's closed off at the moment, but with permission from the Alec Royal regime, we should be able to get inside. The Claimh Solas transmutation attempts were taking place in a secret location in the Wrath Royal Castle the entire time. Yeah. I wonder who else is doing that. In the sewers of another certain castle kingdom, there's a bunch of lizard people, a giant ass frog, and some shaman, and a bunch of stuff, and no one decided to check under there. There's even a secret cave under there where this hammer dude with dual hammers being controlled by this thing, which leads to this peak cannon desert place with this dog being ridden by a lizard, which is there is a tower being occupied by this four golems that combine into a Megazord thing. Like, come on, people. Where's the janitor? You guys are being like lax and all this stuff. Check your shit. Anyways, that was from Vindictus. It's an entire different story thing where all this stuff is happening beneath in the literal sewers and no one checks, and then they're like, I wonder how are these people getting inside? You will think. Come on. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. You see, the Alak regime does not officially recognize the existence of the underground waterway. What? Why? I feel like that's a liability that's just waiting to happen. A very long time ago, when the Raffro Castle was being built, they ran into difficulties. Building a waterway at such a high elevation was almost impossible with technology at that time. While the engineers were scratching their heads, 4 brothers show up and astoundingly built the waterway in a single day. That's pretty sus. Were they corrupt alchemists? However, it was soon discovered that the 4 brothers were formers. They planned to offer the castle to Balor, king of the formers. They even constructed a statue of Balor in the underground waterway. Oh, never mind. At first, when I saw that read that, I was like, oh, I feel bad for them. Like, not all formers are bad. We have like those kobolds, goblins inside the arena place. But then it went on. I was like, oh, okay, maybe, well, maybe they're, oh. And then I was like, I read it as they do want to offer the castle. I was like, okay, never mind. Because I was like, maybe they have their own religion. We should just let them, you know, as long as they don't do anything terrible. But then, yeah. Jesus Christ. They just hung him. Okay. When the king learned of this, he was greatly angered. He had the statue destroyed and the 4 brothers executed. The entrance to the waterway was closed off. Now, I know it's a terrible thing, but that's an incredible asset that you should use. Why would you lock it off? But if you do, you should at least have someone maintaining it and then checking it out. Like have a patrol there for just in case. Now the Claimh Solas experiment were taking place in the underground waterway. We have wondered whether the corrupt alchemist and the former are working together. We haven't had a moment to waste. I'll issue you a royal court pass to enter the underground waterway. Please stop the corrupt alchemist from transmuting Claimh Solas. Shall I send you to the shallow realm to face Claimh Solas? Oh god, again? But that was then, this is now. I am now a demigod. I'm part divinity. He can suck my D. My divinity. My divinity, as you could say. Haha. So stupid, I'm so dumb. Oh, I gotta talk to Kai. I came early because I wanted to check on something. The flow of Urg in the waterway has shifted. That can mean the transmutation of Claimh Solas is approaching its final stage. They say the entrance to the secret room that connects to the waterway is disguised as a closet. A former password must be spoken to access the waterway. In any case, we must hurry. Okay, let's go. Well, I'm assuming it's the same thing again, so I guess we're gonna fast forward. Alright, so we made it through. I think Kai's about to die, so I'm not sure if the mission will end if he dies. No. Just in case. I do not want to redo this. I'm gonna heal you up. I wish I have a healing wand right now. Just in case, all the way. So here's the closet, and he said we have to say a secret password. Where is it? Where's the note? Password is... Oh shit, that shit's so red I can barely tell what's after the A. That A-R-A? Why can't you just leave as white text? Ara... Ita... Sadi? Oh, I thought... Ara... Ita... Sadi... God, why is it so red? I think it's A-R-A-R-I-T-A-S-T-I. Okay. It's just that it was so red, it was so hard to see. Oh, you want to talk? We're finally made it to the underground waterway. I sense a change in the flow of Ur. We may be too late. The transmutation of Claimh Solas may already be done. He's gonna die quickly anyways. I'm a god. Or half god. Alright, some Pokemon Stadium thing. Shouldn't be too bad. Kai, kill this one, please. Man, they really need to fix this music thing. Unless it's supposed to be this. Unless it's just supposed to have ambulance and no background music. Looks like there's one more. Okay. I kind of want to use final hit, but I want to save it. Thank God for Berserk. Got a heavy stance that shit. Because I'm not a giant. I don't have that ability, unfortunately. I guess you have a good shield, but then you get stagger. Oh, there's another one here. Oh, it's poison. It's not that bad. Alright, let's go take care of Claimh Solas. So he shouldn't be that much of a threat. We defeated him once. I think with Dragon Buddy helped us. Or our dragon child. You know, I haven't seen him for a while. I wonder how's it doing. I'm not sure if it's a female or male, honestly. I hope it's eating alright. Maybe get married and I have dragon grandchild. Alright, go Divinity. Do some earthquake thing. And I'm gonna Excalibur you. Oh no, let's boost damage. Oh no, wrong button. Whatever. I meant to Excalibur. I'm committed now. Alright, someone said. Oosh. Damn, that killed him quick. Because I remember you guys said you should always use your bone dragons and debuff. So then I learned recently that you should get that one skill in the middle of the spirit tree that is like, hey, if the enemies is like debuff, you get extra damage on them. That's really good. I never knew that till now. This was a great battle, Ursulith. The corrupt alchemist won't be able to perform any transmutation for a while. But Kai, I doubt... Oh, my character's talking. But Kai, I doubt this is the end of it. What we discovered from this incident is that the former are not the only ones threatening peace in Shadow Realm. That's where we gotta kill them all. The Royal Alchemist needs you. Please rejoin them. I mean, he doesn't have to be a Royal Alchemist to help them. He can be like a assistant that's not Royal Alchemist. Give him his own title. I give him lots of thought to that issue. I may have chosen not to take the road of a Royal Alchemist, but that doesn't mean I don't want to defend the Shadow Realm. Yeah. You know, Ursula, I think you may be right. We can't stand against the enemies if we are not united. Yes, they're giving him this epic music? Was he ascended godhood of the Royal Alchemist? I would choose to rejoin the Royal Alchemist. Yes. Our close buddy Kai. Who I was suspicious at the very beginning. Although, well, he was being suspicious, honestly. Is there no reward? Now the music pops in? Where was this earlier? When the saxophone or the thing that goes with the sound? Yeah, that sound. Man, they ruined the moment. This music glitch is so dumb. This would have been 10 times cooler if I had that music. Even though I choked up at oof and final hit instead of the spirit weapon. Yeah, this. It sounds amazing. Like, I feel like 9 out of 10 playing this game, the music always glitch and then I never get to hear the epic fights. Is that it? See, that's so good, huh? Yo, I could sit here and chill all day with this music. Alright, but yeah, I think this is the end. I might split this into 2 videos because I thought this would be a lot shorter. Because, you know, when you see the wiki, like, I gauge how long it's gonna take before I start recording, and then I'm like, oh, okay, and then I start doing the mission, and it's usually either longer or shorter than it usually is. Like, I see this giant block, I'm like, this is gonna take a while, and then it's like really short because all the extra, like, I don't read it, I just see like how long is it to determine how I think and how long it might be the video. But yeah, so that was pretty long, even though it's only 3 missions. So I might split this video in 2. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. Love you guys, stay safe, and I'll see you next time. And whatever I'm going to do, maybe progress G12, but we'll see. Unless I exit this and there's a cutscene, but I guess we'll see. Alright, so I'm probably gonna slide this in somewhere, but I forgot to talk about the story. I mean, isn't that the entire point? So, what was I? Oh yeah, starting this, I was like, oh, isn't this like a slice of life? Because that's what it felt like at the beginning. Because they're like, hey, what's Jenna up to? Yeah, she gave up the sword. She became a blacksmith. Claymore is still investigating the Shadow Realm and for any changes or anything that could threaten the humanity. While Kai is over here in the shadows, doing his own way, the Batman way of investigating like these corrupt alchemists and whatnot. And then he found the tail and then he started following it, led him to there. While the Shadow alchemists, which we assume were dead, were still going on strong. Oh well, I mean, not strong. They were distraught because they lost their leader after Jenna killed him. But we weren't sure. But now we're sure, I guess, maybe, that he's dead. I mean, he could always... I mean, look, I'm not going to throw it out the window that he could just transfer his body or his mind to a homunculus body. It's like how those guys killed those kids. Those homunculus kids. But yeah, so they made Claimh Solas. Like, at first, I thought Sinead was referring to like there was two, because they said, oh, they're attempting to make another one, but I guess we stopped in time before they could, so there's only that one. Which is still crazy to me how they managed to contain it within the sewers, because wasn't it above in the Shadow Realms, and then I guess it went down, and that's how. Also, we got the whole backstory of Nahada, who I believe at the very beginning when we were reading the book, they said Nahada was the king of humans, but here they said he's the king of gods. Maybe it's like he was called the king of humans because he was protecting humanity, so that's why he can go by king of gods and king of the humans, and that he had wings. But he lost an arm, and then humanity didn't like that because I guess they wanted a omnipotent god to look up to, like someone who cannot be injured, can't be hurt, like takes no damage, like a strong wall, like kind of like what All Might was. Like he was the epiphany of justice and good, like the peak, and that no matter how bad things get, they can always look to him and be like, look, he's uninjured, he's like our god, he'll protect us. So it's what I'm assuming how they look to Nahada. But then when he got injured, he lost an arm, they're like how dare you lose an arm? You're supposed to be our god. You're supposed to be the ultimate might to protect us. Because then they started like losing faith in him because of that one injury. Even then, he found like this, I guess it's a legendary arm, art limb. And then he stood back up, and they're like, oh, Nahada, save us, we need help. So then once again, he came back to save us. But then when he was injured, humanity's abandoned him, betrayed him. They're like, look, you're on your own. Crom Kush can just kill you. So, and then that's how he died, in his final moment, getting killed by the dragon. So I'm guessing that was the injury he sustained from the Great War, was the arm. Because in the first story, in chapter 1, they said, oh, he was injured, so we had to pull him back into like this underground bunker where he could heal, and then like they could be safe, and then they could fight back again before they get ambushed. So with all that said, I'm in the cutscene at the end of G11. I'm assuming it's Nahada. I'm not sure if it's him, or it's a homunculus based off of him. So it's like the king of homunculus and gods. So it's like a mix. Because this feels like a setup side story. Like it's a setup for G12. So I'm assuming he's gonna pop up there, or it's gonna pop up there. Because homunculus don't have genders, right? They're just a ball of slime or whatever. And then Psycho's dead. Quote. Like, I don't know. It's so sussy the way he went that I'm skeptical that he could still be alive. Surely Nimhin is going to show up, and Morrigan, because they're the only two gods we know. There's also Maka, since they try to resurrect her at the end of chapter 1. Yeah. So, I mean, she could still come into play if they bring another girl or Triana. Like, I hope Triana's alright at this point. Rory's still somewhere in the other place, dragon area. I don't know, wandering. Harlak is still at snow. Like, like what other crucial characters could show up? Mari is now, and she's stuck in the soul stream, or she's in the soul stream with her new duty. Morris is dead. What's his name? I forgot. Red Dyer's off being Batman. Guy's name. The Dark Knight guy. Morgan could show up. Like, Laymore and Jenna, I feel like won't show up. I feel like with this story, like they're like, oh, they're settling in, they're done. But Kai could show up. I would say Andress, but no. I feel like her side story was to set up the Incubus guy side story, and his is over because he's dead. Yeah, unless I'm missing any other characters that could show up. Well, no, my Dragon Child could show up too to help me fight Nahada. I mean, that's a possibility. Wait, can I still summon them? Don't I still have the horn? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I could call on them. But yeah, so side story setup with one unlock to do the underground waterway mission. So yeah. Anyways, back to the original clip. No cutscene. Okay, anyways, see ya.